Okay, we have another AITA story for you, and this one is, am I the astronaut for spraying weed killer in my driveway? Fasten your seatbelts, neighborhood drama incoming. I am a somewhat recently new homeowner. Moved into my home last year. My driveway is gravel, and if you are not familiar with gravel driveways, during the spring and summer months you have to spray them regularly with weed/grass killer to keep your driveway from becoming an extension of your lawn. I've been doing this about weekly since I moved in, and it has been maintaining my driveway in good condition. I noticed immediately when I moved in that the neighborhood kids will use my driveway as a cut-through to get to their friends' houses. My driveway backs up to another neighbor's backyard on another street, and is essentially a shortcut. I want to be clear that I have no issue with the kids doing this, but I was a little bit peeved that the parents didn't even ask me when I moved in as a courtesy. It's clear that they have been doing this for a while with the previous owners, but I still think it would have been respectful for them to make sure it is okay with me to continue. But whatever, no harm, no foul. Until today. I sprayed my driveway as usual early this afternoon. As I was finishing up, the kids cut through. I stopped spraying while they were there, waved hello, and resumed once they had cleared the area. I thought that was the end of it, but I just got off the phone with a very angry mother of one of the kids. She told me I have no right to be spraying my driveway with harsh chemicals when there are children in the vicinity. I told her I've been doing this for nearly a year now, and it is necessary for me to maintain my property. I respectfully and politely informed her that if she has an issue with her kids being exposed to chemicals, they can find another way to their friend's house that does not involve cutting through my driveway. That is when she really doubled down and had the audacity to tell me that her kids have been using my driveway as a cut through for much longer than I have lived in the home, and I have no right to come in and change the status quo. I'm not sure that's how property rights work, Karen. I then said that I have no issue with her kids using the driveway, but unless she would like to purchase the home from me and start paying my mortgage, she has no right to tell me what I can and cannot spray on my driveway. And then I hung up. I fear I have now made an enemy of my neighbors, and it's about to get worse. And I am regretting not simply apologizing and sucking it up. So am I the astronaut for spraying my driveway and refusing to stop when asked by a neighbor? And this is garbage. We talk a lot about boundaries. And when you move in somewhere new, maybe the previous homeowner allowed themselves to get pushed around. Maybe you know why they sold the house now. Poking the neighborhood Karen bear is a risk, may not have been the ideal situation, but creating a boundary was. And in this case, you're talking about literal boundaries where it's your property markers, like it's your actual property. She can't tell you what to and not do with it. Those kids don't have squatters' rights to it because they've been using it as a cut through since before you lived there. That's not how that works. And you can probably enforce that somehow if you want to. You can get some kind of lawyer letter or do whatever you want to do, but you can basically enforce your rights there if you want to. I would say that your fears here, OP, and this is not a follower submission, this is from the AITA subreddit, your fears here may be a little bit backward. I would be more concerned if I didn't stand up to the neighborhood Karen bear, and in that case, if you didn't, you'd be just accepting whatever other shit she decided to bring up and throw at you, and I'm guessing that would go on for a very long time and it would be frequent. So I would be more afraid of not speaking up and the shit future that it would bring for you, the amount of dread that it would bring for you, at least at this point when you go out there and you're watering your lawn or putting the chemicals on your driveway and you see Karen bear walk by, you can be like, hey, yeah, you know not to mess with me, instead of, oh God, what's she gonna come tell me I have to do differently today? Create those boundaries, be ready to enforce them. NTA for paying for property and then asserting your rights to it, instead of allowing Karen to claim eminent domain on your driveway for her kids to use as a pass-through, acting like they have some kind of squatter's rights to it. Not the case. You definitely have a Karen situation here who probably has been able to push a lot of people around, and that's it. She's just used to it. And when she comes up against someone who has a backbone, she, bucks against it. It's what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.